Welcome to a muzzled chat. Why not? How you doing this evening? Now, there's so much information to go over. And as I was sitting here doing some research, preparing for future episodes, I was compiling a bit of information, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe we can just do a quick little episode to bring some clarification to how I'm stating the rulers and the ruled. And the rulers are identified as many different names. Cabal, Illuminati, New World Order, World Economic Forum, the Elite, Freemasons, all sorts of things. And you can dive into any one of those names I just listed and topics, and to go down your own rabbit holes in research. I just like to call it evil, because it, under the guise of good, it likes doing the most nefarious and evil things. And it isn't on behalf of the benefits to humanity or ensuring a better future for you or any of us. It's just trying to put us effectively in smaller boxes. And you look into the patents behind everything, from things behind COVID, chemtrail, all these things that are negatively impacting us. You can connect a lot of the dots and see the bigger picture. The Fall of the Cabal on Rumble, in fact, does a great job it's a series I might as well dive back into and watch a sequel all the way through again. Anywho, let's get this phone on vibrate here. But I just want to shed some light, because I'm not just throwing out words and projecting so I just wanted to, let's let Klaus Schwab say it himself. I'm debating reshooting because I'm like, my brain, guys, I'm sorry. The reality of it is, it's never going to be perfect. No point in reshooting. Let's keep this rolling. I'm just sitting here. Am I going about it in the right way? There's more effective ways of communicating and articulating, because I want to have a positive impact, so we're not just blindly being led to the freaking slaughter and entrusting in all these things, just so we can unite and give things a fair shake, do our due diligence, do our research to ensure a better tomorrow. But there's a reason, like everything. Now, this has come from the individual that says, you will own nothing and be happy. I also stated we're a bunch of useless eaters. So Klaus Schwab views human life, values it less than cattle, because cattle could eat and be eaten. Human life, just a bunch of useless eaters. But let's go ahead and play this clip. And you can hear it. Essentially, he's got a tough accent, but he's projecting kind of like what's going to happen here in the future. So let's hear him.
Who will really command the fourth industrial revolution and its technology like artificial intelligence?
What's your sense of who's best placed at this time to lead the world into the fourth industrial revolution? Because you pretty much created this term. We're seeing the kind of technological strides that China has made with Huawei, with the 5G technology. Do you believe that this could potentially be China's time once again?
We should make here again let's say a differentiation. On the one hand, we have state capitalism. On the other hand, we have shareholder or private capitalism. So it's a clash between two systems. I believe that state capitalism in the short term provides certain advantages because you can mobilize in a concentrated way a lot of resources to reach a specific objective. But I believe that the future is not state capitalism or shareholder capitalism. The future is what I call stakeholder capitalism, which is combined with a social responsibility.
Wow. In short, if you didn't catch that, Klaus Schwab basically is saying the world will no longer be run by superpowers like America. It will be ran by the World Economic Forum, stakeholders such as BlackRock and Bill Gates. Yeah. That's not good. These perverted, evil characters, as you dive into their lives, what they're about, their lifestyles, it is sick. Folks, we gotta wake up here. This is insane. You know what? We'll play this other clip he talks. He says right here what they already have. Let's play this whole thing.
We have, if I look at our stakeholders, we have business, of course, as a very important audience, and we have politics. We have continuous partnerships with many governments around the world. And of course, we have NGOs, we have trade unions, we have all those different parts. Media, of course, and very important experts and scientists and academia. Because if we are looking at the future, I think we should look at new solutions, and the new solutions will be very much driven by technological developments.
And we even have, you even have religious leaders, right?
We have religious leaders, we have social entrepreneurs, very important social entrepreneurs. We have...
See, you don't need to just take my word for it. I'm not gaslighting anyone. Do you see the rulers now? They're saying it themselves. Out loud. And if you're not convinced with this, oh, please do your homework. It is clear as day. All right. Bolt's going to ham on an antler right now. He's thoroughly enjoying it. What else do we want to dive into? Okay. Let's go ahead and play this. This is a great little clip here.
If the Fed can just...
These are great points. And once again, it just helps connect the dots, make sense to things. Make sense. Oh my gosh. I'm not even speaking English.
Print money for the government, willy-nilly. Then why do we have to pay taxes if they can just print money at will?
That's a very legitimate question.
I know it's a stupid question.
It's legit.
But this next video is going to make you realize just how important that question is and why you need to start asking it of all the politicians.
Mm-hmm.
If inflation isn't theft, then why can't people counterfeit money?
If they can just print money, why do we pay taxes?
Wow.
If inflation is not theft and we can just print money and we don't have enough money, we can just print more money and give everyone that doesn't have enough money. Why don't we just do that instead of paying taxes? Inflation is legal counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is criminal inflation. So central banking is a coordinated current with money. Why don't we just do that instead of paying taxes? Inflation is legal counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is...
Inflation is legal counterfeiting.
Criminal inflation.
Is criminal inflation.
So central banking is a coordinated
central banking
currency
is a
counterfeiting cartel that runs the world.
It's so
It's
true.
a Band-Aid.
So
what
true.
Milton Friedman said about inflation is that it's just
Did
like
you guys catch
alcoholism.
that? If not, one more time.
The good effects come early.
Why can't people counterfeit money?
If they can just print money, why do we pay taxes?
Wow.
If inflation's not theft and we can just print money and we don't have enough money, we can just print more money and give everyone that doesn't have enough money. Why don't we just do that instead of paying taxes? Inflation is legal counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is criminal inflation. So central banking is a coordinated currency counterfeiting cartel that runs the world. It's a Band-Aid. You know what Milton Friedman said about inflation is that it's just like alcohol.
That runs the world. Are you starting to see the rulers here?
The good effects come early, right? You print the money, you have the drink, you feel good. The hangover comes later. The same is true of inflation. Every time the crisis comes, you have to print exponentially more money because there are exponentially more liabilities in the system from the last round of printing. And so this is why it's unsustainable, and this is why it always culminates in hyperinflation. Because the central bank has not only the precedent, but also the incentive to continue printing the money until the currency hyperinflates into worthlessness.
Right. Wow. Very well said. This here. This is a really good, incredible speech, in fact. Talks about how things were planned. The plandemic. And without going into grave detail, this speech covers all these topics that if you did your research or use your common sense, with every word she says in the speech, it makes sense. Once again, rulers, that this was planned.
Mistakes Were Not Made, An Anthem for Justice by Margaret Anna Alice. The Armenian genocide was not a mistake. Holodomor was not a mistake. The final solution was not a mistake. The Great Leap Forward was not a mistake. The killing fields were not a mistake. Name your genocide. It was not a mistake. That includes the Great Democide of the 2020s. To imply otherwise is to give them the out they are seeking. It was not botched. It was not bungled. It was not a blunder. It was not incompetence. It was not lack of knowledge. It was not spontaneous mass hysteria. The planning occurred in plain sight. The planning is still occurring in plain sight. The philanthropaths bought the science. The modelers projected the lies. The testers concocted the crisis. The NGOs leased the academics. The scientists fabricated the findings. The mouthpieces spewed the talking points.
Wow.
The organizations declared the emergency. The governments erected the walls. The departments rewrote the rules. The governors quashed the rights. The politicians passed the laws. The bankers installed the control grid. The stooges laundered the money. The DoD placed the orders. The corporations fulfilled the contracts. The regulators approved the solution. The laws shielded the contractors. The agencies ignored the signals. The behemoths consolidated the media. The psychologists crafted the messaging. The propagandists chanted the slogans. The fact chokers smeared the dissidents. The censors silenced the questioners. The jackboots stomped the dissenters. The tyrants summoned, the puppeteers jerked, the puppets danced, the colluders implemented, the doctors ordered, the hospitals administered. The menticide is scripted, the bamboozles bleated, the totalitarianized bullied, the covidians tattled, the parents surrendered, the good citizens believed and forgot. This was calculated, this was formulated, this was focus grouped, this was articulated, this was manufactured, this was falsified, this was coerced, this was inflicted, this was denied. We were terrorized, we were isolated, we were gaslit, we were dehumanized, we were wounded, we were killed. Don't let them get away with it.
Okay. To just highlight and expose it, just a snip of the empire lies, I'd like to welcome a clip from Dan Bongino. I love this guy. Hat tip, as he would say.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to show you that these people are full of shit on the left, okay? I
Yes,
don't
they
want a
are.
Republican Party that lies to this degree. Every politician lies. I get it. I understand. Every single politician lies. It's the degree of lying that drives me crazy. The problem the Democrats are having with their voters is they lie about everything. Inflation, first there was no inflation, then it was going to be transitory. Then when inflation ebbed, but prices didn't go down, Biden took a victory lap and he's wondering why you're not happy with him. I don't want that. This is what the Democrats sound like, just as a reminder on the border. The same border they're telling you they need a bill right now to secure, even though Biden has the power right now before the bill to do it and doesn't want to do it. This is why nobody trusts these people. Listen to this.
The border is closed. The border is secure. The border is secure. The border is closed. The border is secure. And the border is not open.
We have a secure border. I can tell you the border is secure.
By what measure is it secure now, sir? So there is not a common definition.
The president has done more to secure the border and to deal with this issue of immigration than anybody else. He really has. We're certainly doing a lot more to secure the border. As you know, the president has done everything that he can. He's done that alone without the help of Republicans.
Why aren't you guys stopping the flow at the border?
We are stopping the flow at the border.
Secretary Mayorkas, do you continue to maintain that the border is secure? Yes, and we are working day in and day out to enhance its security.
The removal of Title 42 does not mean the border is open. The border is secure, but we also have a broken immigration system. We have done a lot of work here to fix the system.
You understand, Langford and others, you're starting to sound like that.
It's wild because this is just one aspect. Like Mr. Joe Biden himself lying about his education, his work, everything. They are the empire of lies.
Joe Biden is at 36 or 37% or 40% approval, which is disastrous. The reason that's happening is because nobody believes the bullshit anymore. Just stop. Come out, say it was a bad bill. We're going to get back to the table. We'll see if we can get something better. They already have the authority to do stuff. Acknowledge all this. By the way, one quick note, too. I've seen a number of swampy Republicans go, well, listen, the whole parole system, which is exactly as it sounds. Biden can basically say to people breaking the law, crossing our border, you guys are parole, go forth to love and serve. We have to reform that. And everyone's been like the swampies, oh, at least we reform the parole system. Breitbart, Newman Rowe. No, we don't. No, we don't. Stop.
Mic drop. Guys, they lie to you. If they're good at anything, that's it. Well, here we are. Is what it is. It's not something ideally to do, but it must be done. Because the reality of this platform, Unmuzzled Chat, we are not going to conform and fall in line and be cowards to tyrannical platforms. So I'm so sorry to disrupt this episode. This is specifically for the YouTube crowd, an opportunity. We'd like to extend an invitation yet again to Rumble, a free speech platform. Come join us. We don't care your political views. We don't care your origins, all that freaking stats or whatever you want to freaking call it. Come join us. Have the conversations. View this episode and all further content in its entirety. There are bombshell episodes, like probably this one. You need to check this one and others out on Rumble. It's no secret. YouTube now has shown its colors. Freaking Nazi platform trying to control information, withhold information that could save lives. 100%. They don't care about you. They care about their funders and appeasing them. It's sad, but it just is the way it is. And I just sure hope through what I've even dealt with here and many other patriots and many other people using this platform for truthful information and have been censored. It's just, when is enough? Okay? Let's stand strong now. Come join us. There's amazing content. We're going to get to the bottom of things. We want to find out what in fact is truthful and helpful for our mental states, our physical states, just our well-being in general. And we can't do it on this platform, unfortunately. Now, there's been whispers that maybe Elon will buy the YouTube, buy Facebook, and liberate it, similar to what has taken place on X, formerly known as Twitter. Is it perfect? Is everything perfect? No. But we, the people, can support the ones on our behalfs, like just by our views, clicks, likes, and we must stand strong on this. I sure hope you see the level of importance here and that we can unite. Let's create this community. Join us. Come on the podcast. Comment. Let's get things rocking and rolling. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you over there. God bless you.